Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about my top favorite travel apps. You guys know that I'm a traveler, I'm a solo traveler. I am a solo traveler. So if you've been wondering how I plan my trips, what I use to basically ensure that I have a good time when I travel, here you go. So I have 8 apps on this that I'm going to be talking to you about in this video. And if you see me looking at this, I have my iPad here. That's where the list of apps are. So if you see me popping, dashing, looking at this video, that's the reason. So first on my list is Airbnb. Airbnb, because I'm a budget traveler, if I put it that way. I don't have the kind of money that I can splurge on everything yet, so I usually pick and choose what I splurge on. And I travel quite frequently, and I can't afford to splurge. So Airbnb is my go-to, and the reason I actually like Airbnb, aside the fact that it's affordable, is the fact that it gives you options. So you can, if you want to go big, if you want to go small, like whatever your budget for accommodation is. Actually, I didn't tell you guys what Airbnb is. Airbnb is an app that you book your accommodation on. So you can find hotels actually on Airbnb. You can find like apartments to stay in, whatever your vibe is. You can stay in people's house, and you can get apartment or a hotel on accommodation for $30 per night, or as high as $2,000 per night or $3,000 per night. So whatever your budget for travel is, you find something on Airbnb, and that's why it's my go-to for accommodation. I'm an Airbnb girl through and through. And for Budapest, my travel to Budapest was a budget trip, was a budget travel. I was trying to fit everything into a particular budget, and I booked an accommodation on Airbnb for $35 per night for Budapest. So yeah, Airbnb, my number one go-to. Second on the list is booking.com. You don't need to say too much. You guys know what booking.com is. You go book hotels. You can actually also find apartments on booking.com. And similar to Airbnb, to be honest, there are different types of accommodation, like depending on what your budget is, you can always find something for yourself. But so for accommodation, the 2 top apps for me is Airbnb and booking.com. Third is TripIt. So I'm going to be putting the names of the app, or also the icons of the app, on the screen for you as well. TripIt, literally, that's what it says. If you travel, you need to download this app now. Like, don't even hesitate. Run and go and download that app. And basically, what it does for you is, if it's an app that puts all your itinerary in one place, like your itinerary, everything is in one place. You open the app, and it just, based on your hotel booking, your flight booking, your location, where you're going to, the things that you've booked around those dates, it just puts everything together, just creates like one detailed itinerary for you. And the amazing thing about this app is that you don't have to populate the itinerary yourself. So it just picks your email, so it picks your flight booking, it picks your accommodation booking, and any other thing that you've booked within that period, and it just creates like a Texas or a US May 2023 travel itinerary for you, and everything is in one place. So after you've done all of your bookings, you don't have to keep going to your email or writing it somewhere else to say, oh, what am I doing today? I literally just go into TripIt. It shows me, oh, you're flying today, you're checking out of your Airbnb tomorrow, you had this activity booked at this time. Everything is just done, put together in one place for you. This app, I found it via Ufoma. Ufoma is a travel content creator as well. She has a business called Go Jolly. I traveled with them. I went to Jordan with them. So if you haven't seen that video, you should check it out. And that's how I found this app. And about 2 years ago, and it's been my go-to since then. Shout out to Ufoma. Fourth on the list is OpenTable. You guys know me. You know me. If you know, you know me and food, 5 and 6. I don't joke with food. And of course, when I travel, that's one of the things that I travel to go and eat. Do you understand? How did I even start using OpenTable? I think it was in London. You guys know how London is notorious for not having reservations, that you can't find reservations anywhere. So I think it was one of my summer trips to London, and I was trying to find reservations. Everywhere I called was like, oh, we're fully booked. During summer, it was impossible. And then I'd heard of OpenTable, so I downloaded the app, and that was how I was able to get reservation for all of the restaurants I wanted to go to: Bagatelle, Harry's Bar, Noble, all the top restaurants in London. That's how I was able to get reservations. So it comes in very handy when you're in a busy city. So London, New York, Paris, and especially during summer or during peak period, and you're trying to find reservations for restaurants and you can't find, most likely you'll be able to find something on Open Table. Even last minute, I've been able to book Harry's Bar last minute, like an hour before I went. And if you guys know how the London scene is during summer, you know that's almost impossible to get. So Open Table is my go-to for everything food and everything restaurant reservation. Fifth on the list is Google Translate. Yeah, you guys know there's no need to talk too much, but what I particularly use it for is when I'm going to countries most of the time that I don't speak their language. Before I go, I just like to learn the basics, right? So when I was going to Thailand, I learned hello, how are you, thank you. I think hello, thank you is so I don't remember anymore. Don't quote me anywhere because I've gone and come back and I forgot it. But basically what I use it for is before I go into a new city, I try to learn the basics local language so that I can at least say hello, thank you, how are you to the locals or to the people that I'm going to be speaking to. It's also great for you to just translate whatever you want to translate. You're in a restaurant, you try to translate their menu, and you don't speak Spanish. Google Translate is your go-to. Sixth on the list is Google Maps. You guys, if you're using Google Maps for only navigation, you're doing it wrong. You are doing it wrong. Aside navigation, I'm not going to speak too much on that. Yes, navigation is great. You download it offline. You can move around for walking, cycling, whatever, however you're moving around. Perfect. But on the G thing that Google Maps does for you that I don't think a lot of people know is perfect for discovering literally anything, from restaurants, from tattoo places, from activities, and it has never failed me. Like, I look at the reviews, I look at the ratings of a restaurant. You can even find, like, you know, like when you go to a city, like when you go on TikTok and everything, there's usually like the popular places to go to, and sometimes you actually you discover the best restaurant, like the ones that the locals actually really go to, that are not like popular tourist locations, that are just really good food for the locals. You get them on Google Maps. Google Maps is your go-to. My tattoo, I got this in Amsterdam. Google Maps. I just searched for tattoo places near me. I looked at their rating. I read the reviews. I picked the spot. It was perfect. Activities, restaurant, like I've discovered multiple things on Google Maps and it has never failed me. Just ensure that you read the review properly. Of course, you pick the one that is very much high rated. Google Maps, my favorite. Anybody at Google that came up with the idea of Google Maps, shout out to them. And the seventh on the list, look at my math is matching. No, I'm going on with this number. Anyway, seventh on the list is Splitwise. If you haven't heard of Splitwise, it's basically an app that does what the name implies. It splits money for you. So if you travel with a group, with your friends, even if it's not travel, to be honest, like if you guys go out together quite often and you don't want to have to do the manual math of, oh, you ate this, I paid for this one, Yinka paid for that, Amy paid for that, Coco paid for this. Put the amount that you guys, the cost of whatever activity, put in the person that paid, and just does the calculation of dividing, oh, this person has to pay this person back. It's amazing. Check it out if you haven't. 8 on the list is an app called Bean. This is just it's me doing my me thing. I'm a very data person, so I like to document. I like to put data or put numbers behind almost everything that I do. My friends know that I have an Excel document for almost everything in my life. My life is ruled by Excel. Adulting 101 hack. Bean is the 8th app that I'm going to be talking about, and it's basically what the name implies again, Bean, and it's an app that just that you can document all of the countries that you've gone to, and it just puts it into a really nice data for you, so you can see that I think I've been to 14% of the world. I've been to, I think, 20-something% of Europe. How many percent of Africa? It's just really nice and fancy way to just visually see the places that you've been to. So you can put places that you've been to. You can put your wish list. So I have a wish list of countries that I want to go to: Sri Lanka, Iceland, Japan, Singapore, and places like that. And you can also put the places that you've lived, right? So it's a really nice app. Check it out if you're a data person. And the last is Emirates, right? And I mean Emirates for me because I'm a Dubai girly, you guys know. And if you know, and it's only talk too much, you guys know Emirates is the best airline in this world. Argue with your keypads, right? Some people say, oh, Qatar, I've flown boats and I'm just an Emirates girl, to be honest. For whatever home airline that you have, I'm just going to digress really quickly. If you travel quite often, I think everybody knows this, and your country where you live in has a national carrier, that's what you should fly most of the time. It helps you build your miles, it helps you build a lot of things. I've spoken about some benefits that I get with Emirates on my page. So for me, that lives in Dubai, I fly Emirates, and I use the Emirates app for everything, to manage my booking, to see now I have a trip coming to I have a upcoming trip that I'm going to the US, and literally just does a countdown for me, like 60 days to go, 58 days to go, and things like that. But aside that, right, one of the things that I use it for is flight management, checking in, getting my boarding pass, tracking my miles. And you guys know, I already said I'm a foodie, right? So you guys know that me and food were 5 and 6. So for my trip to the US, I already know the food that's going to be served on the plane. I already know. If you have some options of like, or you have allergies, or you have like what you'd like to request for, you can do that on the app. So if you go into the app, go into your booked trips, you can see all different information. I've been able to pick my seat. I don't have to wait 48 hours. The most important thing is you can check in and you have your boarding pass on your phone, on your app. And let me tell you guys what happened to me on my flight to Thailand. So I was upgraded to business, right? I think I spoke about that again in my video because I've been giving you guys all the tea. I was upgraded on my flight to Thailand, and guess how I found out? I found out via the app, because it was after I checked in. They had already given me my boarding pass for economy, but I had my boarding pass as well on the app. I was in the lounge waiting to board, and I went into the app, and my boarding pass had changed from green, which is economy, to blue. I was like, hold on. I clicked on it. It was business. My seats had changed. Everything. I was like, right. So if I didn't have the app, or I didn't use the app to get my boarding pass, I would not have known, because literally I wasn't sent an email. No one told me. It's not like it was announced or nothing. They just low-key upgraded me to business, and the way I was able to know was via the app. You can also track your miles, how much miles you've used, how much miles you have left, all of those shenanigans like that comes with having your airline app on your phone. I hope that you found this video very useful. This is my first sit down video. I don't know if I'm going to be doing this more often, because like I said, this thing stressed me. I don't like stress. I actually enjoyed this, to be honest. I'm a talkative. I don't know if you guys know, but I like to talk. I be toing. So I might do this more often. We don't know. If you see another video, there you have your answer. I hope you found this useful. Please don't forget to follow, like, I was going to say subscribe, but we don't have YouTube yet, so I don't know. So what are you going to do? Follow, like, comment. Let me know if you know about any of these apps or not, and see you in my next one. Bye.